My lady has a bit of a headache, so she got out of bed and she went to bed. So I will hang out here for a minute to see if anyone wants to pop in and continue our chats here. In the meantime, what am I going to do? Like, how do you start videos like this? People like actually watch live streams after, um, like, or before or after one's in. I know there's normally like a countdown, but I don't know how to do that with my just phone, which is what I'm doing this on. And normally I do Streamlabs, but that's a lot to set up. Like setting up the cameras and stuff, and I don't like my cameras. They don't have like very good lighting or very good lighting. They don't have very good like resolutions or something about them that I just haven't been able to like tweak correctly. I feel this like looks a lot better, and I like this little microphone that I have here, this little Pel mic. So, if anyone out there has any insight on this stuff, y'all let me know. Also, I'm not talking to anyone, so that's kind of weird. So, oh man, that's great. Wow, I like this so much. The painted gun, like, why did they paint the gun on this? It's weird. Thinking to be a streamer, you just have to like be able to talk to yourself maybe for a while. So, God, rubber wheels. I mean, come on now. They even give the rubber wheels to the re-release. Oh, when are they going to do a nemesis of this? That's going to be the freaking ticket. The nemesis of this mold's going to be amazing whenever they do it. I only got one person in here. I don't know who that is. So, hello, one person in the chat. Say what's up. Say hey. Just kind of jumped back in here. I was on a while ago and jumped off. I was going to go talk to my wife for a bit, but she doesn't feel great, unfortunately. So she's in bed already, like half asleep. So thought I have nothing else to do. Tuesday is my Friday, basically, because the way my job works. So I'm up. I'm here for a little bit before I have to go lay down with my son because he doesn't like to sleep in his bed alone. He's afraid of the dragons under his bed. So, but yeah, man, this is so good. Let's see. This is the Target 4-pack Ultra Magnus. The redeco of the pardon reach for a moment. Oh no, not you. Not you. Come here. Where are you? The redeco of the United Optimus. So, do you have the United Optimus, by the way? Because if you don't, it's great. Great figure. Great mold. As I said previously, a few minutes ago, when we first talked about this, I had to dip out for a minute. For those of you who are not here, way better than it should be. It went All right. Y'all hear now? Do we have audio back? Let me see, because I have another one of these somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I apologize for that. The my lapel mic battery ran out on that. My fault. Um, where did I cut out? Anything you'd like to hear on my spill there? So, and I was just saying that if you want that pack, Target has 25% off a toy now, and then they have 15 off of 10 off of 40. I think 15 off of 75 maybe. But I would say, it's definitely worth that. I mean, aside from the bumper figure, I think it's worth the price just in general. I just wasn't a fan of that Bumblebee mold. So, Sonar Kavas, hello, friend. How are you this evening? Well, we get a sound off. Where's everybody from? Are we all in the continental U.S.? Are we scattered across this beautiful planet of ours? So, don't have enough room for repaints. I can understand that. That's why I have 4 bins of things that are not on the wall yet. Also, that has to do with time, but it depends on the repaint too. A black repaint, I'm always in for like. So this was a black repaint. I think of the Thrilling 30 Huffer mold. I love it. I love a Nemesis. There are certain repaints that I'm all for, and all Seekers are repaints. So Ventura, California. So you should have a pretty good stock of stuff in your area then, right? I feel most things come into the ports of California, so you should get pretty good distribution for your stuff. So are you just living in Ventura, or are you from there? So yeah, there's something about black and teal, just chef's kiss. They do it. It's oh man, even like the little blockies guys, like the black, teal and red. Just they do it. Oops, knocking stuff off shelves. And sorry, I did have the lapel mic on, so I have to speak directly at the camera better. But like the Netflix guy here with the red and the black, it's just, I don't know, it's just those little pops of the red and the teal. They just like go so well together. It's just like I'm kind of addicted to a Nemesis Prime. It's so good. Get these guys back up here. Oh, shattered glass. Any of you guys, let's see, what do we got here? Have you guys experimented with the Blokies? These things are freaking great. Cannot sing the praises of the Blokies enough, so. Y'all sound off. Continue to say where you're from. I'm going to plug this mic on the charger real quick. Boom. Another charger. All right. Come on now. USB port. And we're back. Got the mic on the charger now, so. So you're there from Salt Lake City. So how long are you in Ventura? What if you feel like sharing? If not, that's totally cool. I understand we're on a broadcast going out to four other people here. um, but uh, from Salt Lake, what kind of work you doing? If you're out there in California, are you in like tech or stuff or what? But let's see. You collect what's it? WST scale, Doctor Wu, New Age, Magic Square, Chug, and Masterpiece. So you're more of a like Legend scale then. Um, how do you feel about Doctor Wu, Lord, Doctor Wu versus New Age versus Magic Square? Um, oh, in the Navy. Thank you for your service, man. Appreciate that. Or friend rather. Uh, you have not indicated whether you are male or female or whatever. So I will say friend. Um, uh, I've had some Doctor Wu stuff. I had their Sandstorm. Um, Too loose for me, but that was maybe that. I have a couple of their other stuff. I have some of their Seekers, but again, I don't know, they're kind of loose. I like the scale, but um, I think I like the New Age personally more than Magic Square. I have a Magic Square Minosaur over there, and their Optimus. I guess they call him David. Um, Plastic's kind of soft, and they're not fun to transform. I like to mess with my figures. Like I like the tactile experience, like the puzzle experience of them. Um, so yeah, uh, got a few more folks in here. What's everyone doing this evening? I'm gonna assume most people in here are on the West Coast. I'm in Central Time. It's 9. I doubt I'm gonna have anyone here from the East Coast. Um, so I'm pulling. I guess we're pulling from like the middle of the country over to the western side. So let me know how things are going. How's everyone doing tonight? What's everybody excited about? Um, what's everybody looking for? Have y'all found anything cool here recently? Um, I was streaming just a minute ago and jumped off and then jumped back on because why not? What else are we doing? Um, I popped this guy out of the pack because we got this guy, this whole pack here. If anyone wants me to open up any of the rest of these guys, let me know. We'll kick them open. Um, Other than that, what else do we have over here? I mean, if y'all want to see Onyx, we can kick Onyx open here. See what's going on there. What else do we have? Yeah, y'all let me know. What do you think? Who all's in here now? Don't be shy. Oh, man, eject fell down. I need to get rewind too. But I hate buying twin cast just to get rewind. But I bought Perceptor again just to get Ramhorn, so I guess that would track, right? So let's see. Yeah, so for New Age, get Magic figures. So you get the MS figures that New Age hadn't released yet. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, so you haven't oh yeah, you just got this guy. Freaking great. I love this thing so much. Um it's good. I don't know what else they're gonna do to it. The only complaint I have about it is the coloring on the head doesn't quite match the cast, and the little panels kind of pop off too easy. But other than that, man, like I love this. So Sea Spray here was, I think, and I covered this in like a previous stream. I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm new to doing this, so y'all please forgive me. But Sea Spray was one of the first figures I bought with my own money as a child. Um, I had definitely had other Transformers or whatever, but this I got him and Beachcomber, the G2 versions, the shiny versions. I have them over there. Um, when I was a kid, I bought them on I went on a friend's birthday party trip, and we went bowling, and then we went to a mall. I had some of my own money, and I was like, "Oh, cool, Transformers," and I bought them. and I still have them. They're the ones who sit. My old G1, G2 figures are the ones that sit by my computer. Um, so yeah, when this thing got released, I bought two of these. I love the retro recards. They're going to be a display at some point with just the retro recards. Um, the retro recards. That's not how you say it. The retro card figures. But yeah, I really like Sea Spray. And you have to convert them. Conversion's pretty smooth. There's one little I don't know if you look at instructions or not. I'd like to not look at instructions. I like to like figure it out myself. Um, but there's one little like kind of like hinged like little thing, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Other than that, just to kind of like get it down. But yeah, it's great. Like the first time I converted him, I did it on a stream, and I was like, oh, there's a gap, but oh no, there's things to like fold up, and they round them out. I mean, it's just like you gotta love exclusive subline figures. I know sometimes they're hard to get, but they can put a little more budget in them because those retailers like kind of like cushion it. They kind of like push it a little bit so they can have their own thing, and it makes the figures better. Just like the Wheeljack from last year, or even Target Perceptor from this year. He got those extra things. He's got like an extra like flap on his back that covers his head hole, and his chest is wider, so they have a little bit extra budget. So I like the exclusives because they can do a little more fun things with them. Last year's line at Walmart was the Star Seekers, and we had the like the Farrakhan stuff, which is off the Cyclonus mold, which is an amazing mold. Love that Cyclonus mold, man. I love that Farrakhan figure so much. And they like it's a new figure. I mean, it's the same thing, but they recast so many things. I think it's great. So yeah, yeah. The G1 mini bots are great. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of kicking around trying to get all the G1 mini bots. My buddy Will, who will stream with me every now and then, he picked up pipes this past weekend, and it's kind of inspired me to want to go. I'm thinking I may have to dive into that. There's definitely a warpath at the shop that I may have to go nab, and if I do that, then we're gonna have like these chugs with the original mini bots. So let's see. Yeah. Do you have the original Perceptor? If you do, then I still think that it's worth the upgrade. The Studio Series, like if we go back to say like the Blaster, you could kind of debate on whether you need to replace that original Blaster or not, because there wasn't like a ton done to it. But the Perceptor, um, just because like, and I didn't even know this until I got it and I started looking at him, but like they gave him his back. So, on the original release, he didn't have this little extra hinge here, and his head just hung out like that. Um, and so this whole body section here, it's a little bit wider, it's all remolded, and then it has this little panel that covers up. So from the front, you're not going to tell much except that he's bigger, and this isn't clear anymore. But the paint's got that more muted color on it, that muted wash. And yeah, you got that thing to cover up his back. It looks great too. The only downside is that now we don't have the clear lenses here, which I like that. I don't know. I just like that. So yeah, it's if you see it, especially with all the sales Target has going on right now, I would say pick it up. Plus, I mean, you got to get ram horn, right? So um, yeah. I think it's worth it, and you get the rat back in this pack as well. That comes with the extra little pieces on his back. And back here, rat bat is. Come here. Oh no, sound wave's gonna fall. Yeah, in the rat bat, he looks better than the original release, and you get his little backy packy, Kaya, Hush Girly, my dog's whining over there. So. Yeah, I know. What you laying in that bed for, girl? You're not supposed to be in there. Do you want to have dog time? You want people to see you? Come here. Come here. Let's show people. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Hey. You can come up here. Come up here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is Kaya, y'all. She's the big girl. Say hey. Over here. Yeah. Go pup. Okay, go lay down. Jerry, no one touched you. Go lay down. Good girl. Um, yes, see, yeah, I think Volcanicus is cool. Are you talking about the character in general, or are you talking about like a specific version of Volcanicus? There, Ace. Let me know what you're talking about, and we'll dive deeper into that. Okay. Let's see. See. Okay. Don't let Steeljaw sully you on the rest of the cassettes. Yes, Steeljaw sucks. I hate Steeljaw, but and this might just be me. And if you get these and you don't like it, then just box it back up, take it back to Target, whatever. But Ramhorn is dude, Ramhorn has such a vibe. I can't explain it. There's just something about this little squat dude. He's great. He is so much better than Steeljaw was. Um, like way better. Like I really dislike Steeljaw as well, and I'm kind of disappointed that it looks like they may have used some of that engineering for the new Ravage coming out with the Studio Series Soundwave, but like he looks good. They're just it may just be like he's mostly brown plastic, but the two pops of silver for the cassette gears in there are very nice. He's super easy conversion, but he feels good. He feels solid. He doesn't got that weird like half head thing going on. I don't I don't know what it is about Steeljaw that just like it doesn't sit right with me as well. I don't like him either. But this was definitely better. And the Rat Bat recolor, you know, to round out the tapes is good. I feel personally so, especially if you can find one on shelf and you can jump on some of the discounts that Target has going on right now. I would say grab you a Perceptor. Why not? So let's see, what do we have here? Ace, were you laughing at my dog? My favorite War for Cybertron figure, and we'll get to that. And yeah, all right, comrade, nice to see you back. My favorite War for Cybertron figure. God, man, people keep asking me these super hard questions. Um, hmm, are we counting like Kingdom, like the whole thing? Um, oh, okay. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. So my favorite War for Cybertron figure that was meant to be a War for Cybertron figure, because I feel there are certain things that they were kind of dabbling with, like crossing over between Studio Series and that kind of stuff figures with. My favorite War for Cybertron figure might actually be the War for Cybertron Earthrise Optimus Prime figure. I love this mold. I love this figure. Um, I really wish they had made the nemesis of this figure. I've got the Siege one over there as well, but like this was again one of the earlier ones when I first got back into collecting, and I was just blown away by it. And I still think this is a great mold. I like this thing a lot, and I feel the only real like bad part to him is just like his little this, but that's not even that terrible. I mean, what's not to love about him? Because I mean, you get a matrix, you get opening and closing hands. The inside of them's actually, whoops, actually like painted right there. Um, you know, off the cuff, I will say that War for Cybertron, Leader Class, Optimus Prime is probably let me look again. Hold on, let me check one more time. Mm, okay, well, hold on. I forgot. Um, Omega Supreme. I forgot the Omega Supreme was in there. But Omega Supreme's great. But yeah, probably this. I would say probably this. Um, yeah, it's I don't know. He's the OG. He's the goat. and it's just got such a stance I like in the presence. I think I like this better than the SS86, to be honest. Um, I mean, the SS86 is great. Don't get me wrong, but I think I like this so much better. Um, and I was tempted to get the Redeco with the white, but I think it needs the gray. I, it's this might be it. Just to be honest, I'm gonna catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Um, I am from Alabama. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, right. Right at this is like, I mean, for the time and just it's so good. It's like I wouldn't mind having multiple versions of this. To be honest, and come on, I mean, I do technically have multiple versions of this in a way, because they use a lot of this engineering. They continue to like push it on to the rest of the line there. Um, but yeah, I like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with Optimus here, even though I love Omega Supreme. It's just everything this did. I'm gonna stick with Optimus as my favorite. So, all right, comrade. You have 17 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Gato Diablo, how long have you been doing things, and what kind of stuff do you put out there, friend? Comrade. Sorry, Orion Pax fell down there. Which, you know, he wasn't a bad. He was a pretty good redeco of the cut mold, right? Do y'all have that Orion Pax? So, well, unfortunately, at this, our days of good thick plastic might be over. With Hasbro moving and everything rising in cost, um, it makes me a little bit worried, at least for like mainline stuff. Now, for store exclusives, I think we're pretty good because they tend to foot the bill a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about where we're going with what we have now, especially with the way price increases and all are going. I am very interested in that new Seeker mold. Um, but golly, it's only $50 for a Voyager. And I ain't a single guy who works for the government. So I don't have you may not be single either. But you know, I'm kind of like I'm a little bit worried. So see, Gato, let's see. So you've been on here for 3 months. Okay, let me just say this. I've been on here for 3 years as of Saturday, and I have, you know, what's this, 1,180 subscribers. Um, it takes a while, and just keep at it. And don't do it for the subscribers. Do it for your enjoyment and for what you can give back to the community. When I first started my YouTube channel, the whole reason I did it was because I was collecting all this plastic. I was just like, I was consuming all these things. And we're not made to consume, only consume. We are made to produce. We used to have to plant crops, and we had to wait for those crops to grow, and then we harvested them, and then we had a festival, right? So that's kind of like we're in such a instant gratification consumeristic world that um, it's easy just to collect these things. So that's the long way around for me to say the reason I started doing this was because, you know what, I'm going to start putting something back out there. I started with just taking photos on Instagram and like doing photo shoots of my figures and stuff because I have a photography and a videography background, um, and I enjoyed it. And then it expanded to, you know what, I'm going to do some videos. And so I did some stop motion as well. Go look at some of my very first videos. They're not great stop motion, but I experimented with stop motion back when I was a kid, when I had a large VHS tape that I had to like stop and start. So I did a couple of stop motions that I enjoyed. Nothing good, to be honest, but I enjoyed doing it. And the computer made it way easier. Um, And then I just started making review videos, and now this is still an evolving process. I haven't got to review a lot in the past few months because of work and life. I used to work from home, now I don't. Work has changed, life has changed, kids get older, too many things going on. So that's since I've decided I've decided started doing these streams like this a couple times now. This is my third one, kind of off the cuff, and it's fun talking to people and enjoying conversing with the community, and maybe we keep doing it, maybe we don't. All that to say, Gato, is um, keep doing it. Just keep doing it, keep going, and eventually, you know, something will happen. Um, I remember my first video that kind of blew up, like it was a Tarn review I did, and I have no idea what happened, but like 10,000 people watched it, and I'm like, how'd that happen? It dropped off. Don't try to do this YouTube thing for money, because I mean, if you want to make that your full time job, like rock and roll, man, but it's not easy to get monetized on YouTube now. Do things that you like while you like it. It'll work out. It's supposed to be. Let's catch up on the chat real quick. Let's see. Um, let's see what we got. Anth says you love Omega, just don't like his open hips. Yeah, it is kind of wide, isn't it? It's kind of spaced out quite a bit there. I mean, could that have been helped though? I feel maybe for back when that was put out back when that was put out, I think that was about standard. Because I mean, I have Omega. I'm sorry, no Omega. Fort Max and Metroplex down there, and that's kind of where their hips are. So I'm wondering if they just kind of patterned it off of that, but he's shorter, so it makes it stand out a little bit more, right? Let's see, what else do we have here? Open hips, Ultimate Power Rangers, Dylan Pride, turn movie real. What? I don't know what that says. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with the new price points too. Like, and actually, we touched on this past weekend. Like, if they're gonna make them good, then I can understand it. Because kind of like we've discussed, some third parties is kind of. I mean, they have very creative conversion. They're very accurate, but sometimes it's kind of like, whether they're going to break or whatever. So if like the conversions can be good and the figures can be good and the plastic can be good, then I can see it. But if it's just like bog standard, just like if it's not better, then it's like, man, like, because there are some things that like you can tell they put engineering budgets into, and some things like, I'm gonna be honest, the new Constructicons, it's like, I know they're heftier plastics, but the engineering's not complex. And you can argue that, yeah, because they have to combine, but still, it's just like they made a big deal of like, oh, it has to be this complex and we have to do this for this. I'm just not buying it. It's just like a lot of the instructions will say 20 steps, and it's really like 5 steps. It's barely more than like the originals were back in the day. So if they can make things good, I mean, I'm good with it too. If they can really make things good, and that new Seeker mold looks fantastic. However, the Wind Charger mold looks kind of hollow, and I can't tell what the ankles do, and they're bumping the price on those deluxes. So I'm still kind of like on the fence of where we're going with this, like with the new pricing and everything. Liters are 60, yeah, but they bumped that 2-pack up to $100 now. The 2-pack Constructicons. I'm like, hell no, that's $50 for 2 Voyagers and some extra crap. I get it. But I mean, give me 1 leader or 1 commander with the skeleton frame. But that's just where I go with it. That's how I feel about it. I don't know that you could actually do the skeleton with Devastator. He's different. I just don't. I have thoughts about that figure. I don't enjoy it. So, let's see. Well, like I said, comrade, it's good to hope that things do, but just do things because you enjoy them. That's what I've learned in life. Um, do things because you enjoy it and because you believe in it, as long as it's not hurting anyone else. Let's put some qualifiers in here. Um, but that's why you should do stuff. You know, don't do things that you think that you should because there's some preconceived notion put on by society that you should do these things. Um, because we should all do what in our spirit we know is right, and we all know what is right and what's not. If you listen enough, um, do what you enjoy. You know, if you enjoy collecting plastic monkey robots, collect plastic monkey robots, um, within reason. Don't buy so many plastic monkey robots that you can't pay your water or power bill. Right? Let's keep things. Let's keep things on the straight and narrow here. So, all right, comrade, go again. We will catch you later on the edge of Ohio. Correct? So, yeah, haven't unpacked your construction cons yet. Been busy. I finally have all and hope that combine them this weekend. Uh, I hope that you like them, and maybe it's just whose gun is this? Maybe this one is just me. Um, but I just I'm not fully digging it. Um, I know that um, I know that it's better than Combiner Wars. I agree, but just because it's better doesn't mean that it's like good or great even. Um, being in the third party world, I'm sure you've seen some of the other offerings there. I know it's not the same scale, but the New Age one, pretty good, right? Um, it's old, but the Toy World one, very convoluted, but god dang, that thing is phenomenal. Probably costs a lot more than this, but for this price point and way bigger, like a Jinbao, I don't know, man. I'm feeling it better. Personally, I have a lot of thoughts about this. I'm actually going to be doing reviews of every other piece. I've done these two guys. I've got to finish it out now. But I'm not keeping this. I don't enjoy this, and that's okay. If you enjoy it, that's okay too. It's just not my cup of tea. So, the DNA upgrades for like each individual boss, like the gap fillers and the horns and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's um, like I said, everyone's got their own poison that they like. I don't know. It's I've come to terms that I'm okay, like this not being my favorite. Um, one thing I will say, I'll kind of like peek behind the curtain, spoil some stuff. Like Mixed Masters hands, this is what they do in combined mode, man. This is where they are. They don't do anything. They hang out like this, and those are his hands. Um, I just I don't like it. Oh yeah, and ratchets in the shoulders, 100% Autobot. Ratchets in the shoulders, um, they're very loose, and this thing flops around like crazy. I just for and here's my problem with it. Had this been six deluxes or six deluxes in a Voyager, okay. But for what it is, and for them to make a 2-pack of Voyagers with this extra diaper that goes on them, it's just not my thing. I feel that they've done so much better with extra accessories for the combiners with Minosaur, and even the part that goes to Superion, the giant jet piece. I thought that was going to be stupid. I thought that was gonna be the dumbest thing ever. And it makes it look so cool. And it's actually pretty, it's like really good. Like way better than I considered it was going to be. And this thing, the trailer, doesn't hardly stay tabbed in. That's all it does. It's just a block that holds things on it. Um, no one's converting any of these things into their base modes, but at least they can do it. This thing doesn't even have that in the trailer mode. It's just, I don't know. I feel just like very let down by this Devastator. Very, very disappointed in it. And again, if it's your jam, I'm not Devi shaming anyone here. It's just not mine. I'm not in for it. And again, I know it's better than the Combiner Wars. I get that, but it's also shorter than Combiner Wars. So let's qualify that there. But it's just, I don't know. It's not my thing. So yeah, and we can nail polish stuff, but I don't want to do that right off the bat. If I'm going to upgrade something, I'll upgrade it to make it look better because I feel like it. But I don't want to like have to. I don't want to have a upgrade kit to make it look better. Um, with the exception of like Fort Max back there. I have the upgrade kit for that because ankle taunts weren't a thing then. Um, I actually have the upgrade kit for my Dino King up there. It's not the best, but it makes that figure way better. But and I have the upgrade kit for my Minosaur, but that's just like some leg extensions. It's like it doesn't actually have to have it. It just makes it like a little better. Um, if you have to have an upgrade kit to make something good to start with, I think that's my problem. Like those figures didn't have to have an upgrade kit to make it good to start with. Like this, to make it any better, I think it's going to have to be upgraded. I don't like that. So, let's see. What do we got here? Yeah. But Antha, should we expect downsides? If we're paying premium for like this dude's a freaking Voyager right here. He does nothing. He's not any complex. There's no complexity to him. Like I feel he should be better, right? Maybe that's just me. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, and I agree. The 86 is way better than the Combiner Wars. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that at all. The 86 is heads and tails above the Combiner Wars, but I'm just saying like neither one is great. I don't feel so. That's just me. So yeah, supposedly floor polish just works good on this. I guess you could like do shellac or something too, but I'm not gonna floor polish that. That's just me. The tolerances should be there. I just that's just that's just how I feel. Now, what I am looking forward to is Bruticus. Um, that should be phenomenal. Um, Blastoff's arms are kind of weird, um, but man, this is great. Vortex, this is this is amazing. Like I love this figure so much, even with the little gaps in the side of it. I think this is great. I think they did some things that they didn't have to do, but also you can tell the plastic's kind of softer in certain areas. But like gave him a little hidey plate for his face, right? It's kind of like, you know. Let's see. Let's see. Strong one with Hasbro for quality figures for a while. Yeah, yeah. Um, what about Alexa? What about Legos? What you want to know about Legos? What kind of question are we trying to ask here? Let me know. Let's qualify that a little more before we start going down other rabbit holes we can go down. Right. So, um, yeah. See, Devastator's a divisive subject. That's why I'm like I feel there are a few of us in there are more people in the positive Debbie camp than in the not so positive Debbie camp. So I try to keep that kind of squashed down. I don't want to like get too crazy here. So, uh, do I think it's worth the 200? So correct me if I'm wrong, but original Omega was 179, right? Because that would have been, I think that's right. I'm trying to remember the old Titan prices. It was 150 or 169 and 170. Oh, so the original was 150. Ooh. Considering that he was going for 300 on the aftermarket, I think 2 is passable. We're in a post-COVID world with 3 price hikes now. Some of them justified, some of them not. Honestly, 170 feels better to me. And that's why I was thinking if he's 170 and bumped up to 200, then that's still okay. But considering the fact that in the aftermarket you are going to have to pay like 300 for him, I think 200 is fair for a new product, and I paid about that for mine, I'll say. So I think that's right where we could expect him to be in the world that we live in now. So let's see. Oh, you passed on the power of the Prime Vortex? Why? You're not trying to build out Bruticus? Yeah, 43 for a Voyager is diabolical. But again, if they're good, like I think this is great. I feel this is more of a $27 deluxe than a lot of deluxes we get. So maybe it's worth it. So. Yeah, but wouldn't the Wei Jing, I thought it was smaller. Or am I thinking about the Wei Jing, or one of those third-party, fourth-party KOs? I might be thinking about the Trypticon. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. It was a little smaller, so. And wasn't there a, what, Year of the Snake Omega that was based off of Energon Omega Supreme? God, I can't remember all this stuff, so. Oh, God, no. TF1 Alphatron, worth $45. Heck no. Absolutely not. Which, good movie. Liked the movie, 100%. But, man, no. Not worth that. Not worth that at all. Let's see. So you had the original. You mean like the Prime Changer? Is that it? The Prime Changer one of the Alpha Trion, or which had the original? What's the original? Thundercracker? Which one are you talking about there? Also, fun fact: I just noticed this on the package. Even Ultra Magnus, if you can see it, his axe didn't tap all the way in here. So even in the stock photography, his axe tolerances are off. This does not. If you buy this pack, just be warned that the axe does not like to peg into the hand very well. It's very, very tight, and it's very, very clear plastic. So just be warned there if you happen to get this pack, which I suggest that you do, because man, this is way better than it has to be. I like this a lot. It looks even better than the picture, because the picture has clear windows, and he has like these kind of like amber almost windows. So let's see. Yeah. I feel TF1 didn't know what it wanted to be. Not the movie itself, but the people behind it didn't know what they wanted it to be. And the way they put it out was just too hither and thither. And they didn't have to have so many stars, I don't feel. Like I like Scarlett Johansson voicing like an abstract character. I liked the movie Her. I thought that was a very interesting movie, and I thought her voice worked well for that. I warmed up to Hemsworth as Prime eventually, but you could definitely tell where the takes weren't linear. Like some were better than others. Megatron voicing was great. I didn't think they needed Steve Buscemi for Starscream. I love Steve Buscemi. Like, don't get me wrong there. Like, I'm a fan of his, but they didn't have to pay him for that, or Lawrence Fishburne to be Alpha Trion, um, or honestly, like John Hamm to be a Sentinel. Um, I feel like it could have cut some cost right there, and they could have done better with the marketing. I don't think they know how to market to kids now. I think they were. It's like it's like if your uncle tried to market to what he thinks kids are. That feels like what Hasbro did. So they were trying to like market to like a generation of kids, these Gen Z kids, but also like those weren't the kids that were going to come watch this movie. It was like a whole different set. So yeah, they fumbled the ball big on that. I agree. So yeah, and that would have been criminal. I mean, I saw it like 3 times, I think, trying to do my part. And I went and saw it myself. I saw it with my family, or no, just me and my son, my youngest. Then he and I went and saw it, and then maybe I only saw it twice. Anyhow, I put my due diligence in, try to make it good, because I mean, there's some interesting stuff that could have been explored with the story. I'll say it was very sad that to see that friendship and to know what's going to happen, and it's like, oh man, it's like there's some very like I feel like it's I feel it's like the most compelling Transformer story we've gotten in a while. Um, with like these two guys that were brothers, and then like the seeing like it torn apart, and then the movie comes back to when they meet, and it's like it's kind of heart wrenching. It's like it's beautiful in a way, and like it was just like it was just done wrong, you know. So let's see. Oh yeah, the combiner. Wait, I thought you said Power of the Primes. Let's see. Yeah, Combiner Wars Vortex was originally a repaint of Alpha Bravo. Yeah, or vice versa. And that Alpha Bravo for Combiner Wars was really hard to get. That was like before I was collecting, but I know that was a very sought after figure. Which I mean now, I mean, sorry, I lost the internet X there. Um, let's see if I actually have those instructions actually floating around here. Hold on. So I mean, I think we're getting a Alpha Bravo because let's see. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's on here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's actually on the Vortex instructions. But I think they kind of show the helicopter on Superion. Maybe they were just showing that you can do it to Superion, but maybe that means we get an Alpha Bravo. But I will say, this is all new engineering. They're not using this once. They will repaint this. They will do something different with this. We will get a. I mean, Alpha Bravo. I think is the easiest thing to do, to be honest, um, because then you can just do a one off from that. Other than that, we can do a G2, or we can do a Ruination. I have a Ruination up there, so we'll get this in the red and the navy. So Hasbro's not going to use a tooling in the mold for one thing. We'll see this as something else for sure. Let's see. So I think they did not make a Transformers film for 10ish years, so it's gone long enough for people to miss it, and then make a really well written film. Well, I agree, but also you have to keep the franchise alive somehow. I just think we need some good stuff. I think that things have been made too much by committee. They've been trying to pander to certain demographics and audiences and trying to do the movie formula. And if they would just let people have creative reins, like if they would just let Mark Bayer from the design team like do some fiction, because like he wants to make stories behind all these things, and they would just let him do something, I think that would be great. Um, the stuff they're doing in the comics is phenomenal. The Energon universe is great, and now you see them dipping into that. So maybe that's where the fictions are going to start going. But they need something better. I enjoy watching Wild King. I actually low key wants kind of a 40-year-old man. I just use the word low key, but hanging around the kids too much. Um, but I want some of those Wild King figures. I think they're pretty cool, but I ain't gonna pay to import them things. And the Cyber World things are interesting, but if they were a little bit better in the movement, I might bite on them. But man, Cyber World is it's not very compelling. I watch it, but I don't know, it's just not compelling. So let's see. You don't think any of the TF shows are that compelling? Okay, examples. Uh, what what do you not think, like, which full series have you watched, and why do you not think each of those are compelling? Now I can say overall, I mean, we're talking about cartoons here. We're not like in some kind of like deep philosophical, you know, media we're talking about. But um, are there like are any certain? I feel that there are certain pieces of media that are that are good, that may not make you feel, but they definitely have good pieces. Um, for me, one is like Transformers animated. Um, Starts out pretty campy. Um, Art design is a totally different direction than things used to be. But I mean, animated is one of my favorite series. The figures are some of my favorite figures. Um, I love Derek Wyatt's art style. Um, and as the show goes on, like the characters like grow and they develop. I think they're good. So, um, uh, thank you. I appreciate that. I think, yeah, I don't make enough videos. I don't make as many videos as I used to. I wish I could. I've just been doing the things where I open boxes. Um, I want to get back in reviews if I can ever find the time. So, um, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Prime was good in concept, but it was held back by being less than a show for at least older kids. Um, yeah. So Prime is another one of those examples that I personally like. I know. I think he gets like a bad rap in the community. A lot of people don't like Prime, um, and it might be because of Optimus. Uh, I feel it was more of a show of the other characters, of really to introduce like Bumblebee and Bulkhead, and that version of RC and Smokescreen, um, and so but like I don't know. I'm just a sucker for a noble sacrifice. Um, Maybe I shouldn't spoil all of TF Prime for people who have not seen it. Oh, I'd be down for a Blades. Oh well, sorry, my brain went to Rescue Bots Blades because that was some of my son's first Transformers. But yes, the other Blades. But that would be for a whole different. No, that would make sense. They'll repaint into a Blades to be another combiner. Yeah, that'll probably happen. So, um, let's see. Uh, to a degree, yes. I feel they could have used the kid characters better in Prime than they did. I really feel they used the kid characters better in Prime than they did in Earthspark. Personally, full disclosure, I have not watched all of Earthspark. Maybe um, the Malto kids grow a little bit more, but just what I saw, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Um, uh, Miko can be a bit much, but I will say at least they do stuff to contribute to the story. Like they actually like Rav is hacking things, and Miko gets the Apex armor, and like she fights, and she's kind of hot headed, and so like I feel that at least they do something that contributes to what's going on. And even Jack has that spirit of leadership, and he has to go to Cybertron and like go on his journey. So I think there's some stuff because of the character in the kids. At least they have something to actually like do. That being said, I can definitely see where it was more driven between the kids and their relationship with certain of the new characters they were trying to build up. I mean, I can see it. all that being said, I did like the ending of the series. I thought that was in the series. It was the Predaking Rising. Ooh, turn that off. The Predaking Rising thing was an interesting take. So let's see. What here? See, it's good. Yeah. Yeah. Don't. I didn't bother with Earthspark either. My youngest son watched some of it. I tried to watch some of it. The figures weren't that great, although I do want the Earthspark, Cosmos, and Soundwave that are going to be impossible to get because they seem actually like the best figures of all those. But as far as the series goes, I don't know, man. I wouldn't have for either. So, hey, Gato, hey, comrade, you're back again, huh? So, let's see. Cyberverse was almost really good if it weren't definitely younger givers the main demographic. So yeah. I've never finished Cyberverse either. I started watching it as well, but I couldn't really I really couldn't finish it out. Now that being said, I didn't commit a lot of time to it, and also I have very little time anyhow. And then my kid wanted to watch Energon for some reason. I don't know why he got that stuck in his head. So we started trying to watch that, and then it's just kind of been like piecemeal here and this and that. So, are y'all watching any of the newer shows? Either Wild King or Cyberworld? What y'all think about those? So, yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I guess that's the best way to say it. The overarching story is good, um, but like the in between pieces are. It's kind of like Dragon Ball. You know, Dragon Ball. You you have to watch all this other crap to get the good stuff, and so then they made Dragon Ball Kai, that was just the good stuff. So it's those like filler episodes that are kind of like, let's cut everything together concisely. Let's make everything like fit, fit in a good way. I think that would have made it better too. Yeah. Let's see, Fun Cyberverse mixed with the animation of War for Cybertron Trilogy would have been awesome. Um, Maybe if the pacing was more like Cyberverse, because the pacing in War for Cybertron was, oh man, never have I heard so many pausing between sentences to make a 5 minute episode be 20 minutes. It's very like, I don't know. Yeah, and also voice actors. Come on, just look, freaking pay Welker, and just pay those guys. Why not? Um, Whatever, just make something good. Even just David Kaye and Gary Chalk, just like it doesn't have to be the OG guys. Just like let's not use some people who aren't known. Which I mean, everyone's got to get their break, but I don't know. Too many eggs in the basket, I guess. But so, let's see. Mark involved with Netflix. Let me see here. Let's see. Star Wars mix. Was Mark involved with the Netflix series? Because that's not fan. I don't know that Mark had anything to do with the fiction in the Netflix series. Mark seems to do like kind of like a lot of like headcanon fiction when he makes figures, because he wants to kind of link stuff together in ways to himself. Um, but I don't think he was involved with like that kind of stuff. Um, New series was Rise of the Beast. So that's the latest movie you've watched, I guess. Let's see. So the Netflix VAs. What do you mean there? Let's see. Let me see what is here. Because they let you know more about the characters. Okay, so you like, because those who know more about the characters, the main plot of the first episodes. So yeah, maybe I misspoke there. There is a place for certain filler episodes But again, let's go back to like a Dragon Ball example. Um, Sometimes it'll be a full filler episode of like nothingness at all, just like stuff that's just kind of like, it's just kind of there to be a full filler, and then you'll get like a minute and a half of something that is still filler but actually like relates. I guess it's like the Seinfeld episodes, like the shows about nothing sometimes. But maybe that's just maybe, being an action junkie. If you read a book, you are going to read like the mundane things. But there again, like I didn't like The Hobbit because the first half of that book was Bilbo talking about the buttons on his coat. And, I like things to happen. I have ADHD. Like I've been sitting here spinning this propeller blade as we talk, so I can't sit still. So we all have our own thing, right? We each have our own way of viewing things. That's the beauty of the world, right? And not everything's made for everyone, but we can come together on the fact that we like transforming robots, right? So, um, let's see. Oh yeah, the VA. Sorry, I didn't understand what you're saying there. So too many comments going on. So yeah, um, yeah. The voice actors is no shame. You know, they voice actors just do what they do, and they follow direction, right? So how many like phenomenal actors have we seen in movies that did not do well because the direction was garbage? So they can only do what they do based upon what they're and now. Yeah, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know how many times they tried to do something different, and they're like, "No, you have to pace things out this way because we need to get this amount of episodes, and we need to fill 20 minutes, and that's not going to be enough." So we never know what goes on behind the scenes and stuff, right? So speaking of that type of thing in books, Jurassic Park, The Lost World is rough. They don't ever get to the island until halfway through the book. Well, luckily, I've never read any of Jurassic Park books, so actually, maybe that's not luckily. Um, I feel it'd probably be pretty interesting to read maybe the first one to understand more. Um, but yeah, it's just like if I'm reading something fantastical, something sci-fi, something fantasy, I don't know. It's like where do we toe this line? Like it's good to know about the world and the world building, but I want the good stuff. So maybe the world building needs to be in like different compendiums or something where I don't have to read it in my main book because if I start reading that in the main book, I'm like, God, I don't care about any of this. Um, you know, Drop me how Bilbo got the buttons on his coat, 2 books down on one that I maybe don't have to read because I almost lost interest in that book if it wouldn't have been, if it had been more than 300 pages, I'd have said screw it. Also, The Hobbit pissed me off because 3/4 of the way through, they kill the dragon, which is what they went to do the entire time, and there's still much of the book left. I was like, I don't like that. I'm not a smart guy. I guess I'm not cultured enough to like Tolkien as much as some people. So that's just me. Maybe if I read it again, I'll have a better appreciation for it. So let's see. What's my favorite Transformers model Gold Reaper? Man, I had this question earlier, and that's something I got to think on because it could be design, it could be transformation, it could be character. I'm gonna have to come up with something from each of those categories and get back to everyone. Maybe on one of my next streams where I can like be like, here's my favorite thing. So, um, all right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Uh, oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's my wife got me this for my birthday, I think. Something like that. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Very good books and accurate translation of Jurassic Park. Be like 3 hours. Oops. Well, maybe Jurassic Park should have been 3 hours long and R rated. An hour and a half each for 2 episodes and then R rated. Maybe it'd been good. So, uh, okay. The Last Night. I've seen the movie once. Wasn't the hugest fan. Maybe it deserves another watch. I'm sure it does. Um, I know it's cliche to say, but I feel like the Bay stuff kind of fell off there towards the end, especially. And my favorite jazz figure that I own, well, I only really own. Uh, so this is funny. I only own one jazz figure in three different molds, but it's the same, or three different characters, but it's the same mold. It's the War for Cybertron Jazz. So I guess it's that one. Um, but if I could own it, it would be the animated Jazz because that figure is freaking rad. I just don't own it yet. I will own it. I got to play with it this past weekend, and I'm like, yep, this seals it. I've got to have this. It's great. So, but I like that Jazz mold. I like the one from Studio Series a lot. Have Jackpot's version of him, and who else did he? Who else was he? I did have Knockout, but he's gone. I didn't like that retool of him. But I like that Jazz mold a lot actually. So, oh, never mind. I'll take that back. My favorite Jazz I own is this one, the Cybertron version. This thing's super great. I love this so much. He's tight in some areas, and the fact that you have to like flex this clear plastic to make it actually fit in makes me nervous a lot, but I think this is great, and I think it cleans up great, and yep, that Jazz. I forgot about him. Oh. All right, let's see. What have I missed here? Da, da, da. Let's see. So you know those Jurassic Park's collab figures had the mold used once, and I swear they're going to retool the Lifecon into Beast Wars Iguanas. I mean, if they do Beast Wars again, yeah, I have that set in the closet unopened. Those sets boggle my mind, y'all. Those Jurassic Park crossovers, they really blow my mind because the vehicles are the only tools of those, and they're licensed. And it's like, what are you going to do with these? Like, you made a 93 Explorer, and you made that Jeep. Are these the only things that they're going to be? Like, it's, and especially on that Dilophoncon set, that both of those molds are new. Like, wow, like, you guys went hard. That thing ended up at freaking Ollie's. That's where I got mine for like 15 bucks. So, like I don't know, man. So, see. Only have one Jazz. Yeah, the 86 Jazz. So I had the 86 Jazz, but I also have the Recolor, which was the 5-pack, the Autobot 5-pack up there that came with the new Trailbreaker and the new Sunstreaker. And the only way to get Hound until we get the new set, whenever that comes out. So, oh yeah. So, the Jurassic Park, the first collab is one of the first ones that I pre-ordered. Because like again, I grew up with that. I remember seeing that movie in theaters when I was a kid. I remember after it, like we were taking my friend home, and it was like a thunderstorm and rainy, and it was like, oh man, this is just like Jurassic Park. It was crazy. I love the packaging on that first set. I kind of wish I'd have picked up another one, so I could have kept it in the box. I like the recolor of the T-Rex, not just in the T-Rex mode, but in the robot mode. I think it looks great. I can't remember her name though. So. What up, Amit? What happened, my friend? How are you this evening? How are things on your side of the world? Oh, good, I got water. I meant to get some water. So, let's see. I mean, I would say check eBay. Check eBay auctions for anything that you're wanting to get, honestly, ever. Especially higher dollar items. I know a lot of times higher dollar items go for like a lot on eBay, but every now and then you'll stumble across something that has a make offer that's been hanging out for a while, and you can snatch it up for a good price. So, especially for a set like that, I would say check eBay. I could help you out, but the only set that I see locally, I think, is like $100, which I think's a little too much. Honest, I mean, I don't think it is. It's too much. But they've got like a mint price on that for some reason. So it depends on how you display stuff. I'm working on my display. The next time you guys see me, this will all probably be different because I've got some stuff to do. I got some work to work on. So um, I'm split. So G1 style and movie style. So which movie? Like live action, I guess. Um, let's see. And the second pack is on Amazon for 35. Well, honestly, that's not bad. I mean, that's two deluxes that are all new molds for 35. I mean, that's a pretty good price. I'll say so. Whew. Whew. Pardon me, y'all. Vortex down there. Put Magnus down. Man, this is so good. I don't know, I keep saying that. This is good, though. I like this a lot. Let me see. I wonder if I have... you have them split between live action and gamer. You have a few of the gamers. I just really wasn't impressed by a lot of them. I think maybe some of the newer ones may have gotten better, but the older ones were just kind of, they weren't quite there yet. So, Nightverse and replace. So yeah, I don't have a ton of the live action stuff. I mean, I have some. More of the night stuff is what I would have honestly liked. And I mean, I have a few select Bayverse stuff, like which version of Barricade is the blue and white Mustang? I have that. I have a few of the Bumblebees. I had some of the a couple of primes, but they're gone now. Just for sake of buying other things. I'm an old head. You know, I grew up on G1. It's kind of where I go more to. But there are certain things. Oh, I have COG from the last night, and I love that thing. Mainly because it's a headmaster, and his head can come out and drive his car. I think that's just like wonderful. And really cheap figure where like I feel that's way underrated. It's very thin. I get that. I like that one a lot. So let's see. What else we got here? Let's see. But yeah, so it should be the weekly TF at gmail.com. And hold on a second, I'll let you know what the Instagram is. Yeah, so the Instagram is going to be the_weekly_TF. That should be the Instagram. If you want to send me a message on there. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, the last night. I really like that Barricade figure. I think that's a pretty sick figure, and I think it's honestly better than the new one. I could be wrong. I haven't messed with the new one at all. Just from the looks, I think that's better. I do like that last night Nemesis Optimus that they just came out with, which is just honestly the Optimus they just came out with that just looks better. You know, they got the Nemesis kind of paint on him, but he looks like more like he felt like I should look. He looks washed out to me. So, do I have SS86 Bumblebee? I used to. Never took him out of the box. Kept the receipt. Played with my cousins, or my nephews. Said this thing sucks and took it back because I prefer the Netflix one. That's just me though. There was just some kind of vibe on the SS86 one that I didn't like. I feel that the bumper is going to maybe be better. I feel the front of it maybe works out better. But then he still's got the big shoes. I don't know. We're going to see. I had this weird like suspicion that like the cliff jumper version is going to be better, but I could be totally wrong there. So, um, yep, that's right. The blue and white barricade. He is in a box somewhere. I don't know what box he's in, honestly. Let me. Oh. No, he's not there. No, he's not in that one. He's in a box somewhere. All right, comrade. Signing off again. We'll see you. We'll see you back in about an hour. You keep popping in and out. All good though. Have a good time up there in Ohio. We'll catch you next time. Let's see if we can get this microphone going again real fast. All right. Do we have audio back? If anybody is still with us, do we have any audio? While I put back up Ratbat. Almost like everybody is dipped out. We only have one person back in here with us now. Ratbat, you need to go up here with Soundwave. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. Hello, anybody still with us? Anybody hear us? We good? That was mute. That's not it. Just try to hook back up the mic here. Showing on. You'll give me an affirmative out there if you can still hear. My mic had gone dead a moment ago, so I had to re-up it, give us a little bit of a charge there. While we do that, let's see what we got going on back here. What do we need to do? Oh, we need to install some upgrade kits at some point. Kreb. Kreb is the headmaster for Horrible. Man, maybe it's bad that I don't know the names for these guys. Because that's Buller to me. I don't know the G1 names of them. Weird. I don't know the alt modes what that's going to be, but man, that Nemesis looks good. Looks really good. I really hope DNA puts out an upgrade kit for this one too, because the other ones are so good. What do we have here? Hello, how are you this evening, Core? Where are you coming from? Nice to meet you. Adjust some things here real fast if I can. Camera went to black and white mode. Calls of something. Anyhow, never mind. Not even going to worry about that. So we're just hanging out here tonight, having a little Monday evening Transformers talk. Something I think I'm going to we start doing pretty regularly on a Monday. So you are from PH. Where is PH? Elaborate more. Doing well. Can't complain. Having a pretty good night. Been on here for a few hours now. Been having some good conversations with folks. It's been great to talk with a bunch of new people. Any questions you have? Anything you're excited for? Anything you would like to see? or anything that you have any you just want any insight about anything. Philippines. I was wondering if you were from the Philippines, PH, but cool. I have never been to the Philippines. How is it down? Oh, keep my tripod. How is it down in the Philippines this evening? Or would it be morning? What time is it in the Philippines currently? It's about 10 p.m., 11? But 10:30 p.m. here where I am, so. Yes, this is Ultra Magnus from the Target box set. We pulled him out earlier this evening. So, if you have not picked up this version of this, hold on, where's the Prime? Here we go. The Legacy United Prime, way better than it should be. Like, very good. I mean, it is G1 Optimus Prime, but better. And it is budget Missing Link, which is way cheaper than the regular Missing Link, which I have him right here, who is great, by the way. I mean, this is superb, but this is $25 and this is $125. It's good. Very good. Highly recommend. Pick up the multi-pack if you can't get the regular one. Oh, he's going to fall down now. Come on. There we go. But yeah, highly recommend this guy. So, let's see. Yep. Yeah. So, Ultra Magnus was, whoops. Yeah. So the original Ultra Magnus, back in the day was the suit and came with Optimus Prime, pulled the trailer, stuck him inside of it, which, how the new Missing Link Ultra Magnus is going to be. And I have that thing, whenever that comes out. That's a pre-order as well. Oh, I dread when that comes out, but it's going to be great. The Missing Link stuff is pretty fantastic. Hopefully I will have the RCs at some point very soon. So. Kind of feels bad there. So it's raining down there in the Philippines. Sorry to hear that. Or have y'all been having a drought? We've got some rain around here recently, which I was very, very glad to see. Ahmet, did you try that Instagram again? Let me know. We'll see if we can figure out. We can be in contact. We can message through what you call it, YouTube here. Lord, what you call it? We're talking on. We can message the YouTube here. So like, do you guys get like? Correct me if I'm wrong. You get monsoon season in the Philippines, correct? I've never been, like I said, I've never been there. I've only been to Brazil. It's the only place international I've ever been. I know some folks who've been to the Philippines, but honestly, I know nothing about the Philippines. How is it in the Philippines? How are Transformers in the Philippines? Do you guys see some like cool, wacky stuff that we don't like? Well, I'm sorry. Do you see different things than we see here in the U.S., I'll say. To us, it would be kind of wacky and different. But to you guys, it might be normal, and our stuff might be weird. So I don't mean weird in a bad way. Sorry. Different than what we do. So. Yes, I did take lessons to learn Turkish, but that was in college, and that was in 2007. So, wow, almost 20 years ago. That was about 20 years ago when I took Turkish. I'm honestly surprised that I could remember that Merhaba was the way that you say hello. I learned a little bit of Portuguese, but that's kind of going away as well. Maybe I should get back into Turkish, and maybe I should get with my old college friend. Maybe he can help me because I think he's in Turkey. He's back in Turkey now with his family, if I'm not mistaken. How are things in Turkey, by the way, Ahmet? I don't know a lot about y'all's geopolitical affairs, and also how are things in Turkey? Everything good there? Everything safe there? Also, the news never gives us a correct perception of what's going on in the world. You guys may get news from the U.S. and it looked like one thing, and that's is or not what it is. So let's expand our world community together. Let's actually get boots on the ground knowledge of what's going on in other countries, so we can learn about each other and be a better worldwide community. Or maybe that's just my crazy hippie idea. So I really want to know why they painted this gun and what color it was, and why they couldn't just cast it out of the same plastic as this guy. So let me see here. It looks like it's, what is this? That's some thick paint, I will say. This thing has some thick paint on it. This gun is cast clear, but painted white. It just blows my mind. I don't understand why they did that. I think the tail's off on this Nemesis. I think that's what bothers me about him. This animated Nemesis Prime. Oh, I just realized, man, they love putting Nemesis Primes in these 4-packs, don't they? Because this is a previous 4-pack. They put this Nemesis Prime in this 4-pack, or in the previous Target 4-pack. It's got a better tail on him, though. And an exclusive head. Man, this is a great figure here. So. All right, who do we still have with us here? Is it you, Ahmet? Are you Core? Oh, 3 folks now. Sound off. Let me know who's still in here. Anyone there? Does anyone need a slam dance? Because I know where one is. And we can see how we could help you out if you're looking for this guy. Great, by the way. But yeah, I think, man. Wonder if I should bust another one of these guys out. It's interesting to put all his strength and speed and stuff on here, and other guys, they're up there. Yeah, I guess they did too, but they didn't actually put the text and the words on them or anything. So maybe they just didn't have the room for it. I really want to get the G1 version of these guys now. I'm starting to get into more back collecting. I don't know. It's just fun. You can find some fun stuff. I showed this earlier tonight, but I got these Titan Return guys. The Taro, what's his name? Taro. His name is Taro. And Skytread here. I don't know if I'll open them or not. My son wants me to. And they seem real fun. I like fun things. So, and I got, this one. I already had him, but he didn't have his little hands with him in the head. And this is actually Grimlock's head in the Headmaster form. So I had to pick him up again because I think this is Broadside's head. Someone else's head? I don't know who's on this other guy. I have 2 of these guys. One of those needs to go somewhere. Maybe we'll pass that off to someone eventually. If I can figure out international shipping rules, maybe we'll ship some stuff internationally. Who knows? So, let's see. Yes, I have a collection. Some would say I have too much of a collection. I been collecting for a few years. So tell me about Core. Tell me about your collection. What do you have? What kind of things are you into? So in the box, this is the Target 4-pack. That had Bumper and Horrible Arbiter and animated Nemesis Prime. And then this Ultra Magnus also came in this 4-pack. It's a Target exclusive 4-pack. How do you guys get Target stuff over there? Is it like a different kind of retailer, or do you have to like order it through Hasbro Pulse, or like, yeah, I mean, like, we haven't talked about like your collection really. Tell me what you have going on in your collection. What are you trying to get into? What are you excited about here? God, these guys are so fun. These little guys from Titan's Return. Like, I love these little weapon guys. Like, fun. I like things that are fun. Like, they're great figures. Like, this is great. This is fun too. There's some figures that are just great, but then they're not like fun in a way. Like, I guess the industry term would be they're not toyetic. They don't have like play value. Like 86 Megatron, I don't want to move him because he's got Laserbeak. But 86 Megatron is great. 86 Prime is great, but he's not like fun. Like, this is fun to me, at least. We all have our own thing, right? So, and I'm so thankful that so many people have dropped by here on these streams these last couple of weeks. I hope to kind of keep this ball rolling. We will continue. Wow, that red looks really good with that too, actually. We'll try to continue to do these little Monday streams. If we can work it out, if that's what people likes. I will try to start posting more in the social comment side. If anyone is looking for this Target, 25% off right now. Download the Target app, order it from there. I assume you can get it from there still, but you can get 25% off. So normally $100, you'll get it for 75. Not a bad price, because basically that's like paying 25 per deluxe and getting a Voyager for free. Pretty good. Honestly, I may have to do that again. Maybe I need 2 of these. What happened the previous one? No, I'm not going to do that. I might do that. Depends on what we can sell. So, all right. Well, it seems that the chat may be slowing down. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes to see if anyone else jumps in. Make sure the mic's still on here. It is. I'm going to give this a couple more minutes to see if anyone jumps back in. And if not, I think we're going to call it a night, because I probably need to go to sleep at some point, because my youngest does have to be at school tomorrow at 7. So we will see how this goes. See if anyone else wants to pop in. So, I mean, I guess for like to be small, maybe I have a lot. I don't feel like I have a lot of subscribers. I know the numbers are creeping up there now. I'm getting close to 2,000. I think I'm 1,080. So that's kind of cool. It's been like 3 years, and I don't feel like I've done a lot to deserve that. I don't feel like I've made enough reviews. It takes a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of time. Your reviews don't get a lot of views in a way. It's weird. Like, it's a couple hundred views per thing. So I don't know. This doing these weird unboxing things, maybe people like. Y'all let me know what you like. I'll be glad to make videos of it. If you just want to if you want me just to pick up a figure off the shelf and talk about it, and kind of like we do here, I'm more than happy to do that. I like talking about things that I like. I like talking about things that other people like. I love giving people perspective on things that they don't ask for. So, Yeah. Well, thank you. I truly appreciate you watching my videos. Um, are there any figures of Core that you like, that you're excited about, that you're looking for, you're trying to get? Um, let's be a community. Let's be a worldwide community of plastic transforming robots, and let's see how we can help our other friends out. So let's see. I met a studio series. You have at least 30 or 40 figures, and you're looking for the G1 collection. Unfortunately, they're very expensive in my country. Just wanted. Um, so, are you trying to get updates to the G1 stuff, or what exactly? So your collection consists of studio series, but you have at least 30 or 40 figures in the studio series. So is that studio series 86 or the like Bayverse studio series one? I'm sorry, I'm covering up the mic here. Um, and yeah, I can understand everything's getting expensive there, Matt. What you looking for right now? I know we've talked about the Blokies, but what else? So you just like to watch. Okay, Coral, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being a subscriber, especially. That helps me out. Maybe one day we'll be monetized and we can send figures out to people wherever. That's kind of the goal. That is the goal, actually, to be able to like monetize things, but it was like be like pay to send things out to people. It's kind of always been my philosophy with this channel. If I could get it to where it made like money, where I could just like get people things that they can't find, that would be like the dream. So I also met you're a big Bayverse person. So are you? Is there a specific movie? And we were talking about The Last Night a while ago. Do you have like the Allspark Bumblebee? I That's one I have. Actually, I also have like the giant, like golden deluxe exclusive Bumblebee. I have some random things in my collection. So you're an introvert? Well, but you're talking on here. You know, there are 6 people apparently watching, and two people are talking, and Corey, you are one of the people who are talking. So, you know what? Maybe you're not as introverted as you think you are. You know, you're carrying on the conversation, and I appreciate that. Um, if you can't tell, I like to talk. I don't know. I like to converse with people. I like to meet people. I like to learn about people. I like to learn about their life, their experiences, their culture, their ideas. I don't know. There's a lot of value in all of us. So, sorry, I'll get off on some weird tangents, I guess, that aren't about transforming robots. So, what do you guys want to know about transforming robots? I'll see if I got anything Bayverse floating around here. All my Bayverse stuff is like in a box. It doesn't like fit like with my kind of G1. I guess if I really look around, I'd have a very G1 aesthetic happening here with some sprinklings of Beast Wars. Yeah, but pretty much everything's G1 or G2, that era. G1 flavored. I have those G2 Dinobots. I need to get those up. Probably the next time you guys see this is going to be completely different. I hope so. Let's see. Your name is Blackheart? Is that your translation? Like, is that like the translation of your name? Or, I'm sorry, I don't fully understand there. Do any of you folks like Transformers Prime? Picked up this little RC. I mentioned this earlier, but ooh, it's a little tight there. I wish she had 2 blades. Oh, because you like black. All right. I am I used to be a fan of the black and gray myself. That was only the kind of only colors I wore as well. So then I branched out. I like purple. Purple's like my favorite color. So you know, that's about the only color I have. But like, let's talk about this. I'm at my son is asleep because it is almost 11 here, and he went to bed at 7. So I've got to get in there to him at some point. So we're Sakai. Good evening. Want to show you guys this. So Transformers Prime figures came out during kind of that Bayverse era I met. And some of them had some of those auto converting features like the Bayverse figures did. You know, you like move something and something else happens. So RC is one of those. So we'll just pop these little fins off here. And then when you pull her legs down, oh, I didn't do it. Oh, wait, because you got to pull so you got to flip the waist down. Her head pops up. Isn't that so great? Like TF Prime figures were so good. And I do not own the legacy version of this mold. Well, I'm sorry, of this character. I do have the mold as Ariel? Yeah. Ariel and Road Ranger or whatever. I can't remember anyhow. But yeah, this is so much better. And this is a 2010. It's almost a 16-year-old figure here. And I feel this is better than what they put out 2 years ago. I mean, she looks better. She converts better. She does have a giant backpack, but man, oh, so good. So good. And you probably can't see it, but there's light piping. It's just so good. So good. Let's see. So how much do I have in my collection? Like how many pieces? Or how much do I have like invested? Because that's a tricky question. I don't want people to get the wrong impression that I have any kind of financial, like, being well off, because I don't. I have like a second little job I do. It gives me enough to like kind of play around. And growing up, like 20 years, I collected other things, and I've sold off that collection as time has gone by to like acquire this other stuff. And honestly, I'm kind of tapped out. Like what you guys see is kind of like me, like at the cap of what I can do. So I'm having to rethink a lot of stuff, especially with the way things are going now. But I mean, just in Titans, I've got $1,000 or better. I'm not sure what that conversion is to Filipino money. I can't remember what is your Filipino money. What's the currency there? I can't recall. I'm sorry. And if you don't have any, well, Core, what are you looking for? What are you trying to get? We'll see if we can help you out. Let's see what we can get you. Marty trying to work on something for a Met here. So let's see what we can help our friends out with, because that's what this is about, right? We're a community. Oh, all right. And like, for example, oh, come here. Like I have this, but I owe for this. Lucky enough to have a friend who helped me out with this, and but I owe him. Owe him a lot of work. So, owe him a lot of work for quite a few things. So, but we also help each other out because I find some stuff for him every now and then and kick it his way. So, all right. Well, people kind of jump in and out of here throughout time, and at some point I've got to learn how to end these things. This Ultra Magnus. Okay. I will convert this Ultra Magnus right here real fast, and then we are probably going to call it a night. Met. Send me a message on Instagram or my Gmail, which is theweeklytf@gmail.com. It should be linked in the YouTube information of my channel as well, I think. If not, I will check it out. So, you know what? Let me redo this. I will walk you guys through this just so you know. Okay, so it's going to have some little tabs right here on the side. See those? Those will come out. Flip down. It's very, very much like the original Optimus Prime. Here and here. Those fold out. Okay. We'll just rotate those around. Ooh, right. That unclicks. Feet fold out. Easy. Go around to the back. Down. Get this to flip up. Come on, you. Oh, you're stuck. There we go. It folds up, closes up. Easy enough. I got that. Then the hands, super easy too. Flip down. Rotate around. There. This hand here. Flip down. Rotate around. Up there. And there we have Ultra Magnus. Gun. It's going to be a little bit stiff. Energon X as well. I'm not going to peg it in all the way because it is very stiff, very hard to get out. But there we go. This thing is great. I love it a lot. It's so good. It's got excellent light piping too. It's probably not picking up, but the when the light comes to the top of it, his eyes shine very nice red. So maybe on our next stream, we're getting a premium finish of this thing at some point. I guarantee. Let me see. Is it painted? Oh, it's painted on there. Nope. Yeah, this will get painted again. We've got some detailing here. This will get painted on. It'll be great. All right, my friends. That is going to be it for the night. I've been talking for about 4 hours now. And guys have exhausted my robot knowledge, I think. So, not really. I got a little more. But thank you guys all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Matt, seriously, get up with me. We'll figure it out. And we'll see how we can get you some fun things, as well as anyone else there. theweeklytf@gmail.com. On Instagram, _weekly_TF. That should get you to the Instagram. DM me if you have any questions, if you want to talk, if you have anything. We'll have some stuff coming in the future. At some point, we'll get some maybe some Patreon channel memberships, things like that going. We're going to try to build this community up. Cool. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hope to see you again next Monday night.